All right. We could integrate a whole bunch of art today, or we can try and make some actual progress. And I'm thinking actual progress. So, I mean, that'll be interesting. It's got to be. I mean, let's see. Hold on. Maybe we actually write some code. Maybe we actually write some code to get the character controller going. That might be a take here. Hey, Fantasy, how you doing? Shadow, hello. Goldie, how you doing, man? Okay. This is a problem because every time we start stream, it seems like I have to. Every time we start stream, it seems like I have to go and change this damn system. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to start up chat because it's not working in real time. Let's see. Chibi wants in. Chibi knows I have food. Scratching at the door. I'm good. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. As I said that, my voice went a little scratchy and croaky. Oh, Burlap. Thank you, man. How's my head after last night? It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm good. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. That was a pretty special night. That was a pretty special night. That was really cool. Did Will Dub last night resub? Yeah. Will Dub. Is Will here? Will Dub resubbed. Why? Well, I wasn't there. For 6 months, they've been resubbed now. That's awesome. It's amazing when you get back to your stream and like while you weren't even live, someone subbed. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Means people are thinking of you. And I got another follow from Fika N. I'm guessing that's probably from the okay, restarting the stream tools. There they go. I'm sure that wasn't the restart. It never happens that quick. Looks like we have our second Twitch baby. 9 months, Burlap. Yep, that's it. That's true. Twitch babies. I forget about the concept. That's funny. That's funny, Goldie. I have to remember that. That's huge. Brody didn't end up turning up. I'm looking at Crazy's last comment. This one's the real restart. And, you know, that's how it goes. It's fine. So we might need to re-export our animations because I'm not 100% on this, but it seems as though the animations that we took it... Yeah, Vinny! Now I can do this. Now I can do this. Look at this. Look at the detail. Nobody gets to see the detail. It's got like the freaking... It's even got the tag on his ear. How good is he? Vinny's so freaking cute. That's... did something happen on the stream? Getting there? Is that a giraffe? It's so for those that don't know, Dev's I came up with another good idea too. Hold on. I come up with another good idea last night. Dev, they often joke that she looks like a giraffe. I think for two reasons. One, because she has a long neck, and two, because she's very short, and it's kind of a pun on her being short and not particularly tall, because giraffes are tall. How did you even get that done so quickly? Like, because how could I have? Because we found it at the thrift shop, like, earlier that day, just like minutes before. And I didn't have access to a computer. How did I do it? A magician never reveals his tricks, Golden. Nah, I'll reveal it. I reveal all my tricks. It's, hey, Bella, how you doing? Oh my God, look at your profile picture. That's very Christmassy, very, very festive. Very festive. Oh, look, we've got a bug. I'm not clipping. I'm not clipping the length of the chat messages, so it extends past the end. That's on me. But hello, welcome in, Bella. Welcome in. Okay, so my idea is to add a character to our game, and I think it's going to be. I'm going to try and do a character for Dev, and we have a werewolf, but what we don't have is a were giraffe. Yeah, I think we need a were giraffe for Dev as a playable character. How about that? You're thinking outside the box. How did Bella's get clipped, but yours like didn't? I don't know. I have been worried about Vinny not making it home. Vinny made it home. Dev might not want Vinny in the background, but me and Fast are going to make sure of it. We're going to make sure that Vinny gets there. As long as Dev doesn't like somehow secretly hide Vinny or throw him away in a way that we don't do it, like that we can't see it. Oh, it's so over for you? What happened, Ray B? No, it's fine. By the way, hello, Ray. It's great to see you. Okay, hold on. I should just finish my breakfast instead of getting straight into it. Yo, 7 stream streak. Congrats, hey babe. Good stuff. Hold on, we have an emote for this, don't we? I see Goldie do it all the time. Like that? Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's okay, hey babe. I'm not worried about the streaks. I know who's here all the time. Oh, is my camera glitching? It just did a freaky glitch thing. I'm gonna have to restart this computer at some point. At some point. But that point is not this point. Okay, so I'm kind of realizing I might need like the source files for each of the assets. Because we're kind of moving quick, which is exactly what I want to do. But if I ever want to revert a change, like we have a clear pipeline that we move our art through right now, right? If I, hold on, 3D. If I make a change to one of our characters, I want to be able to regenerate the art, and I kind of also think I spent a bit more time looking at what's happening with these poses, and it's I think maybe the arm bones aren't getting retargeted properly, so that's a thing that we need to work on here. It was good. I crashed so hard when I got home. Hold on, what happened? I hope flights went well. Were you flying, Bella? I didn't even realize. Like, I like trying to keep streaks. It gives me a sense of achievement and being there to support you. I appreciate that, hey babe, but I also don't want people to feel like I want it to be fun, right? There's a point at which if you're trying to chase a streak, it stops being fun, right? You're tuning into the stream not because you want to watch it, because you want to keep the stream streak alive. And I'm not into that. I don't want that for anyone. I want people to be here because, they get a sense of fun from being here. And sometimes, like, this is one of those dark design patterns that Kaz has been, like, teaching me a bit about. It's, I don't, yeah. If anything, I worry that if people are tuning in just to keep a stream streak alive, it's like it takes the fun out of it, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. So we need a clear art pipeline here. So let me start to even just, if anything, what we can start to do is start to break out Yeah. So let's start a new section. We're going to call it pipeline. Pipeline. So it's concept. Concept moves on to generate, moves on to rig. Rig moves on to integrate. These are the steps that a character has to go through. So let's also clarify that. For a character, we have this flow. The concept, we go into rigging, we go into integration. So the rigging, what we're going to be doing for this is, how do I signify this? I need a better way to like, that frame can be, oh, new feature. I haven't discovered this yet. Center back. Oh, how cool's that? All right, I like that. We've got a new way to frame things. Didn't even realize you could do that. That's pretty cool. That's going to be actually very handy. This is our resources. Oh, how much neater is this going to be, guys? Oh, and look, you can move everything in the frame around. Let's see if I can just replicate that. How did that happen? Maybe it's because I drew the frame around it? Pipeline? If I move this now, surely it'll move everything in it. Yes, I like that. That's handy. That's going to be really handy. Okay, now we're going to suddenly go like, we're going to go recreate all this stuff. All right, here's our menus frame. Like that. Oh, how handy. Okay. Here's our visual style frame. Excellent. I think we'll slice this up at the architecture level. Architecture. Yep. Man-made props we'll do at one level. So, whoops, and U-box you can come to. You're going to be lurking. Hey, Fuck90, man, I'm good. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Merry Christmas. How have you been? Okay, that goes around here. Probably this one's going to get expanded a lot. And then one here. And also one here. Okay, now we've got a bunch of different frames. I like it. That was a nice little sidetrack, but I think we've improved the, this is going to be a lot more manageable. I think we can design something around this too. Okay, so our pipeline, we're going to be using for rigging, I think we're going to go with AccuRig, integrate, like integrate should even just say, okay, hold on. These two, this is going to go Godot. To generate, we're using Hanyan. Concept is going to be GPT. All right, that's our pipeline at this point. So, well, that's interesting. I'll move these relative to that. All right, cool. So that's our pipeline. What I'm doing at the moment, I would like to get a flow where I can do this without anything going from Hanyan to Godot, right? So this is for characters specifically. So hold on, all right, I have to select one first. Let's do that, and then character. For art, for props, for environment, so this is for environment. We're going to do the same thing, but I don't think in that we want to have our, this step is going to be out of it. Concept, generate, integrate. Yeah, so for our pipeline, I kind of want to figure out, I mean, you're doing pretty good, Fook90. Just got bipolar weather, so I'm supposed to be in wintertime, but it's hot outside. We have the opposite, Fook90. Right here in Melbourne, it's like hella cold, but yeah, it should be summer, which is interesting. Pretty interesting. All right, that and that up here. Oh, hey, look, wow. These should be, they didn't move with it. How do we do that? Oh, weird. All right, well, I'm going to have to learn how these frames work a little better, but so that's our environment pipeline. So I need to work out this step from generating to rig. This is kind of where our issues are arising from, I'm pretty sure. Because these arms, they're not connecting. And that could be an incompatibility between AccuRig and Godot. And I think it's a retargeting issue. I think what we're actually seeing is a retargeting issue here. So, I mean, our heavy guard, we're going to need a character that's agnostic of any of the actual characters. So I think we need a new. I'm going to create a new scene. It's going to be an other scene. It's going to be the character body 3D. The scene name is going to be character. And I think inside of that, what we've done here in the heavy guard, where in animation we had our animation test. I mean, hold on. I think the heavy guard needs to go, and I'm going to re-import him, and then hopefully the pipeline step for heavy guard will be one that goes through AccuRig. I think we kind of need like an asset staging area where I keep all of the raw art, right? So I want to keep assets related to each of these. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but that'll be an interesting step. And Hey Mike, how you doing? Oh, yeah, exactly what Goldie said. It sounds like Calgary can be freezing in winter and hot as hell. Yeah, it's weird. You just woke up from a nap, Mike? Man, it sounds like you're having a decent holiday, man. Lately, when I wake up, I'm just like excited to do this. So I've been getting some chores done, making my breakfast, and then just like locking in and being here, ready to go. Though I think today we're going to be doing that shopping stream, which will be fun. So just a heads up, this might not be too long, depending on what Fast wants to do. You had to shovel snow, Mike. That's crazy. It's so different a weather where you are from where I'm, like where we are here in Melbs. Okay, so let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. GPT goes to Hanyan, Hanyan goes to Accurig, Accurig goes to Godot. So let's work on this little relationship here. This is the thing that I want to figure out. And I think I need art at every step. Just if I ever need to reintegrate something or change something, being able to do this step, at least for every one of the characters, is going to be really, really important. So let's go pull up as much character art as I can. I think I currently have, I don't necessarily need it in the engine. It might be handy to have it anyway. I guess we have our FBX. Right, we have FBXs for every different we have FBXs for every different character. We're going to need a rigged version of these, which is kind of annoying. It means we're going to double our art. All right, hold on. So we're going to have to make a new folder, basically. C work, not monster. So base.notmonster.art. And I don't need that one anymore. So that goes here. And I want another one. Here. So there's our characters. I think what we could basically do now is go farmer, maiden, mummy, shepherd, townsman, vampire. All of those can just straight up go into notmonster.art. What did I call it? Yeah, notmonster.art. Characters. I don't even need that. Like, they're going to go here. The only reason I haven't done the heavy guard is because heavy guard... I mean, these are all the imported things. I think actually I'm going to need to... Damn. Yeah. I'm going to need to get rid of all of these and then go find them from my downloads. So let's hope I named them well. I think I've got it. I think I got that one. You can actually straight up move here. Shepherd. I don't know if we need our own folder for any of them. Mummy. Damn it, we might have lost Mummy. I think probably without any of that stuff, it might be okay. Oh, here we actually have it in our downloads, so copy there. It looks like Godot doesn't mutate the file, which is exactly what we want. That'll be awesome. Maiden, see, we don't want the Maximo version. We want the... Alright, I don't think we have one of them either, but we have it here, so Maiden FBX. That can go. Those are all imported things. Mummy FBX seems fine. Shepherd. Yeah, I'm glad we kept Shepherd there. It can stay zipped. Townsman. Hold on, that can go back to where we were. I think in downloads, I'm checking for Townsman. Townsman 1, yep. So we're going to keep that here. Actually, there's Heavy Guard too. So that's what I want in Heavy Guard. That can go there. I left work 2 hours early yesterday, and it was a bitch driving. How you doing, None Your Biz? Good to see you. I'm sorry that happened for you, Mike. That's annoying. How's the game jam? It's going good. It's going good, man. That's the worst. Please tell me I didn't walk on it. You're talking about the snow. Yeah. Snow, I don't know. I feel like snow is kind of exciting for me, personally. There's Townsman 1. We've got the source Maiden file. We've got the source Mummy file. Do we have the source Shepherd file? Yes. Vampire. I think Vampire needs to be redone anyway. I might even just delete Vampire. And then Farmer. Farmer's where we were doing a lot of our work. So, that's annoying because we did all this rigging in there, but I think this is our source one, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. All right. So the reason I'm doing all of this, guys, is if I'm going to do this step from generating to rigging, like going from Hanyon to AccuRig, I need to do it consistently. I don't want to have a whole bunch of different assets that are treated in different ways. I'm going to have to make it consistent. Yo, Rue, 20 stream streak. Huge. Hope you had an awesome Christmas and a fun pub crawl. So many streams this week. Look, I've been busy and locked in with work on like the months leading up to now. And I'm on holiday now. So, this is what I do for fun. This is what I really want to be doing with all of my time, guys. So that's why I'm here. It's because I'm finally free to make things and hang out with you guys. It would be amazing if I could do a lot more of this next year, guys. I'm really keen for that. Okay, so I think this gives me a good I maybe need some icons to help me handle this, right? So let's just search icons and symbols. Now I'm just going to go to Chat GPT. We're going to use this like that. I want it to be nice and square. Chat GPT. So these icons are going to help me keep track of where my project's progress is. Man, that's actually too small, I think. I need a better quality image. We're gonna do it like that anyway. Whatever. This is just gonna be quick and dirty. There we go. That'll do. GPT. Same thing here. Hanyon. AI. Do they have their own icon? Where's the GitHub repo? Surely they have an icon here. Oh my god, it's amazing that a project like this doesn't have an icon. It's just like a stupid freaking Snoopy thing. It's amazing that a project like this just doesn't have a fucking logo. What? What are you even talking about? Why would you not have a logo? I guess we're going with Tencent's logo, like this. Hunyan, AccuRig. And the reason I'm doing this now, guys, is I want to keep track of like what's been done and what hasn't been done. Um, Hold on, there's a better icon here. Did that work? No, that's not right. I can do better than that too. And one thing you'll notice here, guys, is if I can get this pipeline right, I'm not going to need um, I'm not going to need any steps into Blender, which will be really handy. It'll be really handy to have that be the case. Okay, so with those icons, I can kind of keep track of like which one of my characters I have and haven't done in a way that's a little more granular than like check and no check. Because I don't think we really have any characters all the way in Godot. When is the game jam? Dobby is free. Exactly. Exactly. Your folder names had a lot of dots, not spaces and underscores. Just a habit or a hidden benefit? Plants, there is a hidden benefit. I use the command line a lot. And so when you do path completion, if you have a space in order to interpret it, you need to have thing, quote word with the space in it, end quote, as part of your path. And that's really, really annoying because then like tab autocomplete isn't quite as neat and typing it out is really, really awkward. It just makes for really gross paths, both when you're coding and also on the command line. And so then, it has that, that advantage of being more code compatible and command line compatible. The other advantage is that I can kind of see all of my projects at one level of the directory tree of the hierarchy. Otherwise, like imagine if I was looking through my projects, right? I could have an actuator folder and then all the actuator stuff in one folder. And then I could have a base code folder with all the base code stuff in that folder. But if I wanted to see the actuator projects and the base code stuff side by side, I couldn't. I would have to go back and forth up between those folders. And I just want all of my work to exist in my work folder. And so by having these like levels of segmentation here, I have the advantage of everything in one place while still having clear boundaries between where my projects live. So those are the reasons that I do that. War plants, and it's a good question. It's a good question, man. I presume you don't use underscores because you need to use shift to use it. I mean, Rue, most of the time, like this naming convention comes from namespaces because I spent a lot of time coding in object-oriented languages. Namespaces usually use the dots to separate things, and so it's just natural for me to think in structure, think in structure data with those dots. Just it comes naturally from designing architecture like that, and so that's why I think I use the dot. Yeah, it's just personal preference. It's just personal preference, Rue. But I could have used underscores or any other thing. But yeah, I think underscore is a little more cumbersome to type potentially. But it wasn't really a primary consideration. It's just a force of habit. So, all right, back to where I was at here. We've got that concept, generate, rig, integrate. So I need to focus on this step here and getting that reliably in a way that when I integrate it into Godot, we've got the right thing going. So let's jump back in here. I'm going to load a sample character. Now that we have this new project, so now we can go work base.art. Also see how I was able to just go like, base.this completion there. Quite handy to be able to be like, all my base stuff is like right under that one level. So it's like, yeah, there are lots of hidden benefits to it. I would say. So who epitomizes maybe our like townsman? Maybe townsman is the. Hold on, let's. Gonna have to extract him. Extract all straight here. So let's import him. Oh yeah, okay. So AccuRig actually depends on FBX files for this to work properly. So I might actually have to, in the pipeline, we might have to introduce a Blender step after all, which I'd like to avoid if possible. I think sometimes I'm going to have to go to Blender. So let's see. Mummy has an FBX. Let's just try Mummy instead of... because yeah, it seems like I'm missing a step. Sometimes if I'm using Hunyan Global, I'm going to have to... because that gives me OBJ files, I'm going to have to move that to Blender to get it into FBX, because I know how to convert that for sure. Right, let's see. That's straight down the middle. There's a little bit of asymmetry here in our mummy, which is probably kind of adds a little quirk in character. But that is going to make it interesting to rig the head. I think that won't necessarily matter. Is Gibby still visiting? Yes, Gibby was scratching at the door before because Gibby knew I had breakfast. All right, collarbone, shoulder, elbow, hands. I think hip might need to go lower. The pelvis is also lower. These knees are way down here, so that's a auto rigging error if I ever saw one. Those ankles, the knee also ought to be a little bit more centered. We should be working with symmetry because this is a symmetrical character. Semi-symmetrical character, I should say. Is that in the wrist? We're going to have to adjust the wrist from the top to make sure. I think that needs to go more here. Mouth definitely there. I think more out here for center of the shoulder. That means collarbone is more in line there. All right, let's have a quick look from the top. Hand is pretty good for wrist. Let's go elbow along that joint. Though I don't have a good look at our foot positioning this way. I think probably if we can get a look from the bottom, we'll have a better idea of foot position. This is going to be an awkward one. That one definitely needs to go in the center of the foot. And I'm going to guess this is kind of between them. All right. Whoa, what happened there? Is there an undo? There's no undo. What the hell happened there? When I moved it along, so annoying. Why did it reset the height? Knees there. Okay, hold on. That could have gone really wrong. Let's go have a look from the left. Yeah, this is going to be an awkward rig because of the shape of it. Hand rig, luckily we can skip that. It's going to save time. We rigging today? We are rigging today. Az, how you doing? And we're doing a shopping stream. It's going to be a busy one today. It's going to be a busy one today. I should encourage mooching, but oh my god, smart dog. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What the heck happened there? That's that is not a successful rigging result. That is far from it. Okay, what happened? The envelopes for the legs weren't big enough. We are going to have to turn the joint size up a fair bit. Let's see. Let's see if we calculate those weights. Do we get a better result? Didn't drink enough for one? How's the hangout? Yeah, he didn't. I think neither of us did. That was a fun night though, Az. It was a really fun night. Okay. Still not great. Alright, hold up. That's my alarm. I have to go to see to my washing real quick. We'll give that a few minutes and then I'll Alright, we're gonna get these legs fixed before I go. Oh, no wonder. How did I think I'm just gonna have to place these in 3D space. It seems like if I try and rely on it to do any projection, like if I go to a side and try and do that, it wigs out. Let's see, how are we going? I think his toes should be more that way. See if these bones will work. My dad's dog, whether they know it, I have food, just sit there staring at me. Dogs are amazing. They are. Dogs are really, really nice. I miss Sadie. That dog's freaking awesome. That's such a good dog. She's a nice dog. I like her. This is getting better. Now we have to mess with the head, because what's happening here, you can see the shoulder, because the head's so big, the shoulder is getting included in the head, so I need to move these shoulder joints down a fair bit to try and make sure that the envelope doesn't encapsulate that. But I don't know if I'm necessarily going to get away from that. When's the game due for judging? You can judge it at any point you like. Judge it immediately. But I'm going to be working on this like with the rest of my holiday, so for a week and a half. Week and a half, essentially. Yeah, getting his shoulders. I think a lot of this weight painting is going to have to get done manually, and also the geometry might have to get fixed a little for this guy to work. But let's see. Most of this is enough. It's just his head getting included with his shoulders. What if I bring that all down? See if we can do that. Sadie is a friend of mine, streams in Brisbane. So if you want to see Sadie, you can tune into Decasate's stream. And yeah, that dog, I really like that dog. It looked like a blast. I dropped in for a bit after stream. Hey Goldie, how are you? Jason, did you watch the stream yesterday? The drinking stream? I don't drink very often, and I didn't drink that much that night. But was fun. Okay, this is as good as it's gonna get for now. I don't. Okay, this export. We're gonna export SFBX Unity character only. We're gonna do original texture. So this is our mummy. Mummy rigged. FBX. And then that can go to Indigo into mummy. So that can go mummy rigged, gets imported. And then I'm going to just like rename that to just mummy actually. Yeah, there you go. Danzy, thank you. Thank you for the shout out there. You can't believe Dev got the vodka glass? No, I know, right? She was the last person who needed that vodka glass. That was fun, though. Okay. So here we go. We've got our rigged mummy in. We're just going to call you mummy, though. Now, one of my challenges is going to be making our... I mean, I'm actually tempted to just... Very tempted to just get our... So let's get this working straight up with our character. Our character... So we're going to put this mummy in. Actually, what the hell is that about? So there's definitely stuff in here. Definitely stuff in here. Do I need to import a skeleton to... Treat all nodes that are imported seen as if they are bones with a single skeleton 3D. They can be used to guarantee that imported animations target skeleton bones rather than nodes. They may also be used to assign the root bone in a bone map. Oh, I wonder if this checkbox has anything to do with the import. That would be interesting. Okay, well, there's our mummy. Now we can go animation player. Oh, hold on, I can unpack this. Make local. Yep, so now we have our animation player, and then we also go an animation tree. Our animation tree needs this animation player. And then root motion gets our root bone. This also gets our root bone. This needs No root animation node on the graph is set. I mean, interesting that it would say that. We definitely needed... I mean, isn't there something here that lets us... I mean, one way we could do it is set the actual FBX to the animation, but I think the better way to do it is like this, right? And then these, in theory, can go like that. If this all still works, if I can get this animating, then I can have a whole bunch of different characters here, and then just change who's being targeted for the animation player and the animation tree. Switch these objects like on and off, and then I can use the one character to animate all of my characters. That's going to be the aim of the goal of this. Yeah, I bet you there when Castell was with you guys and was fast getting... Wait. Oh, you were there when Kaz was there and when Fast was getting her tacos. So you were at the start and at the end. I mean, you saw some of the best moments for sure, Jason. That was actually crazy, yeah, that she got it. It was like 1 in 4 chance. So, yeah, no. Those aren't bad odds. Those aren't bad odds to get the shot. Okay. No root animation node for the graph is set. What is it talking about? Tree root. Probably this, right? Yes. And we've... I think we're going to go with a state machine. And then the animation player is where we're going to control our animations. We're going to manage those like this. Going to load our animation library. Arts, characters, animation. I don't like those warnings. I really don't like those warnings. I guess we keep our T-pose. But what we should be able to do, if we change to like idle, is see him moving. But to do that, we still need to assign the armature. How do we do that one? Here. It's got to be here, right? Somewhere there was an armature, and it might even be on this. Yes. Bone map, and then on that bone map, we're going to make that a humanoid profile. This is probably the missing step. Ooh, oof, oof. That is not the result that we wanted. That is not the result we were looking for. It's kind of the result we were looking for, but definitely not the result we were looking for. What happened there? General skeleton bone map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the way to do this. Why is that different? He turned into a bow tie. We could give him a bow tie to commemorate this moment, but let's not get distracted. Okay, dang it. Yeah, why would that happen? Definitely something weird going on there. I mean, the rig seems fine. See if it... Okay, hold on. Actually, look. Apart from our arm issue coming back... Apart from our arm issue returning, that actually looks okay. Okay, that's interesting. Why did it happen like this here? Let's see if we add our mummy back in and then unpack him again, if that fixes our issue. Animations, manage, load library, bring that in. Okay, hold on, that's looking better. Is it because I moved our animation player away? I'll just get rid of our animation tree again. Okay, that's working, except for the arms. I don't know why our arm rig still isn't transferring. That's gonna be weird. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh my God, he's adorable. Thanks, Bella. And it's better, right? As yeah, the head move's a bit weird. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Everything else is pretty good. It's the arms are the issue that I really need to solve. Like it looks cute on our mummy. The fact that he's like, his arms do this thing, but like his arms are not supposed to be hanging out to the side like that. It's actually hella cute, as in being a scary monster that he does that. But they're stuck in an upper position, exactly, yeah. I mean, it could be like... Could be something to do with like his shoulder animation. Oh, wow, hey. Holy crap! We did it, guys! We just hit 1,200 followers. Fuck yes. Thank you, Homesick. Homesick, that's amazing. We just hit it, guys. Goal met. Hell yeah, 1,200. Oh my God, that's a lot of growth over the last few days. We stagnated for a while as I wasn't streaming, right? But I was here. Congrats. Yeah, thank you. Yo, Abstract Class, you're in the chat. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in again. And thank you so much, Homesick, for pushing us over the line there. 1,200. That's exciting. Now it's like 1.2 if somebody looks me up. I'm pretty excited about that, guys. The next big goal for us is 2,000. I really got to push through to making that happen. So that's exciting. We hit it. Fuck yeah. Hey, Wicked Steel, good to see you. Yeah, thank you, Homesick, for pushing us across the line. Really, really appreciate that, man. Very exciting. Okay, he is very cute. He is very cute with his arms up like that. But, okay, the other thing, let's see, who else was rigged? I think I'm going to have to re-rig another one to try and get that other one in here at the same time and see if I can play multiple characters with the same animation. I wonder if it'll be like a waste of... it's going to be a waste of compute to have multiple characters in here, or if I have to rig them all independently. The other thing is I want to figure this arm thing out. I'm not sure exactly how, though. So... it is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. So, let's brainstorm it. Let's just brainstorm it. Let's do it with GPT. Why not? I have an issue where I'm bringing a rigged character out of Affinity where it was rigged and into Godot where it's retargeted. I'm noticing that in my characters, the arms are out straight horizontally like the T-pose, even though the rest of the animation still runs correctly, such as jumping and running. What could be causing the arms to stay in their T-pose where the other bones are animating correctly? Godot. Like the T-pose. It doesn't understand the word T-pose. That's funny. Let's have a think. Yo, Gorky, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your day after drinking? I'm actually bouncing okay. I'm bouncing back okay. I've got a little bit of like teeny tiny bit of a hangover, but I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. You know, it's like I'm up and at it. Didn't take long for me to bounce back. Oh, I did. Fast. I make fast breakfast in the morning. When I make my breakfast, I just like make fast breakfast as well, and then I leave it out on the bench. And with Gibby around, I've been forgetting that I can't do that. I have to put it in the fridge or something, otherwise Gibby will eat it. And yeah, so fast is going still bad, bad Sep, leaving out breakfast. Should have considered that. I really should have thought of that. Lucky it didn't get eaten. Lucky it didn't get eaten this time. Gibby appreciates it, yeah, but that's reinforcing the wrong habits. We do not want that. We do not want that to happen. Hell no. Okay, so the symptom, T-arm stuck in a T-pose while the rest of the animate characteristic. Is that a pun, GPT? Are you giving me a pun? Are you giving me sass here with your puns? Godot retargeting pipelines, this almost always comes down to one of a small number of rig/animation mismatches, not a runtime bug. Correct. Cause, explanation, fix. Most likely to least likely. The bones are not actually animated, missing tracks. The animation file does not contain the keyframes for the upper arms. Arms are controlled by IK constraints. Constraints are not baked before the export. I don't think the arms are IK driven. In Godot, open the imported animation, expand the tracks, check for upper arm left right, lower arm left right. We do have those. Upper arm, lower arm. We do have those. So the those bones have keys. Let me just do that. The upper and lower arm have bones and keys in Godot. So it's not one. So it's not that. So the bones are actually animated. Can I bring out can I like see the... Like there should be some kind of animation editor that I can look at here. Ooh, what? Onion skinning. No, let's not do that. I'm guessing this is like white painting. Anyway, that'd be interesting. Reset pose versus animation pose mismatch, retargeting issues. I think this is what it is. What's happening? Skeleton rested a T pose, animation pose, A pose. Godot retargeting assumes they match. Could be this. Open the skeleton. Modify set. Okay, this could do it. This could be it. This is what I thought it was. Open the skeleton. Modify set rest pose from animation. Where do they say use modify? How do I modify? So here's the skeleton. Modifier? It sounds like it could be a pose versus animation pose mismatch issue. Retargeting issue, retargeting. Talk me through doing this in detail for Godot 5. I think that's going to be what it is, guys. I imagine it's just the skeleton doesn't have a lower and an upper arm. No, it does. It does. We can see it. We can see it here, right? This is the lower, like there's the shoulder joint, there's the upper arm, there's the lower arm. So it has those joints. It definitely has them. Get a clean reference pose. Pick one animation that clearly shows the correct arm orientation, often the idle or the first frame of a source animation. Add the source animation skeleton to the scene. Play the animation and pause one frame that represents its intended base pose. You're going to use this as a reference to a line. I mean, is it talking about opening the skeleton independently of the human? I am using the humanoid retarget. Use the retarget pose. Reset fixer to bind the target arms into the right position. Oh, did I misspell it? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I misspelled that. It doesn't really matter. GPT is actually really good at like accounting for your typos, if that makes any sense. Crazy, it can. Oh, sorry. Plants, it can actually do a good job of that. So even if I mistype, it'll figure it out. Okay, so in the retargeting UI for the skeleton, look for the reset fixer retarget pose editing controls. Does it have a link for me? Godot has a... Oh, wow. Fast wants to go pretty much now from the look of it. We can do that. Yep, can do. Okay, so That's my 30-minute warning, guys. We're gonna go real soon. I'm just gonna try and like follow this through. Okay, add any missing ones. After you set up the bone map, there are several options. Accept bone transforms. Yeah, this one. Referent poses defined in skeleton humanoid have the following rules. T-pose, Z forward, rest fixer. Okay, hold on. T-pose, yes, we've got that. The humanoid is facing the Z direction, Y up, yes. Should not have a transform as node, okay. Directs the Y axis. Normalize position tracks. Yo, broeder Tuk, hoe gaat het? Welkom. I'm sorry, broeder Tuk, you're just getting me at the end of the stream. Okay. Attempts to make the model silhouette match the reference poses defined in... I mean, we could try this one. The... Fixed silhouette. Left foot, right foot. Okay. Does not need to be enabled for T-pose models, but should be enabled for A-pose models. The fixer foot results may be bad depending on the heel height. I suspected this could be what we need to... Let's try this. Fixed silhouette. So that's going to be... in that reset fixer... I mean, let's try it with no filter. Re-import and... oh, hold on. Nah, still not. Apply root scale. Yep. Import a skeleton. Use naming suffixes. Ensure tangents. Use name skins. Okay. It's mostly going to be here, right? Threshold. I mean, there's no descriptions there. That's a shame. What if we took these off? See what happens. No. Surprising that did nothing though. Rename bones. Accept bone transforms. Unmap bones. Remove? Sure. Does that change our... It's definitely not doing it. Alright, let's... adjust the target's shoulder upper bones. What you do here, adjust the shoulder upper bones so that the arms match the source animation's base pose. You're not animating here, defining static corrections to the retargeting. Okay. It's 3:40 a.m. and you're still here? Burutuk, that's an epic effort, man. Glad you're hanging around. And still jumping into this stream even though it's so early. I'm sorry I can't be around to stream more for you. Honestly, I wish I could. But I am at that point where, let's see, I'm gonna need to raid out to someone. So let's see, who shall we raid? We got Lufu. I mean, probably Lufu, honestly. Definitely a Lufu. Definitely Lufu stream. I don't know if Fast won't want to go live until we're there. So we're probably going to raid Lufu fairly soon. So let's see. Adjust the skeleton's upper arm bones. I mean, this is a bit vague, so confirm the bowsuit run is disabled in import. Godot includes bone reset transform values. If you disable bone reset handling, body shape can change unpredictably. So check your import settings that apply. Use bone resets. I mean, no, I didn't disable any of those. Rerun retarget or re-import animations after retargeting is correct. Your animations and your target characters' names are perfectly horizontal. Try. Slightly rotate forward a few degrees. Align. Nah. If you want. So 1, yes, the source animations are orthoed on a T pose. Okay, hold on. My 3D model is in a T pose. My 3D model is in a T pose. The rigging seems to work in the 3D model viewer within Alacrity where I'm rigging it. Actually, this is called Affinity. Only when it goes into the engine do the animations not seem to carry through the arm motion. I really need more clarity on these steps, but maybe that's use retarget pose. I'm just gonna quickly have one more look at that, and then we're rating out. And we're going to the to Fastest shopping stream, guys, or my shopping stream, I guess. Okay, there's all the bones. We're definitely looking at the import settings here because I think that's where it's going to happen. Reset fixer. If I try that. Wouldn't it be cool if that just worked? Oh my god, that crashed it. It's a sign. It's a sign that it's time to raid. Time to raid, guys. So we're raiding Fruity. Make sure Dev is staying hydrated. Will do. What are we doing with Faz? Yeah, she wants to do a shopping stream, which will be very fun. So we're going to raid out. Good night, Bella, if you're heading off. Sorry you'll miss the shopping stream. That's going to be pretty fun. Everyone ready up so I don't feel stupid with a tiny raid for Lufu. Stick around. She's doing some cool stuff. She always is. See you in a bit. Yep, excellent. Excellent. We will definitely do that. What is Lufu doing? Playing Fortnite. Of course. Of course. I mean, I thought we had 37 people. Why is it only saying 28 people already? Who knows? Who knows? And I will be back later, guys. After the shopping, I'm 100% going to be back and we're going to solve this problem. Looking forward to fixing this this issue and starting to move on to the actual route-driven motion. We're pretty close to doing that. And I have a bunch of art to import too. So there's heaps to get done today. Heaps to get done. I think we're up to like 10 or 12 models that need to get imported. So that should be really interesting. And yeah, like tune in for a bit for the shopping stream. It seems like we're streaming freaking everything. Welcome to Melbourne, where content creators do stuff all the freaking time, right? Am I right? So it'll be a 2-stream day today. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy Lufu. You're in good company with this legend. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.